everyone, my name is Amanda Doersch, and I graduated from Kimberly High School 2 years ago, so I was in the class of 2009. I am now studying at Carthage College in Kenosha, where I want to be an elementary and special education teacher. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that's really close to my heart. But first, I'm going to ask you a question. If your friend was doing something that wasn't very smart, wasn't the wisest thing to do, what might be a name you would call them? Idiot, moron, retard, spaz, dumb, stupid. All would be words that you would possibly use, but all of these words are words that started off as a medical term. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of these words, retard or retarded. When it was originally introduced, mental retardation was a medical term for describing people who had a disability, but has now become a word that gets thrown around in everyday conversation. Before 1975, the United States didn't have any law that said that students or people with disabilities had to be educated. However, after 1975, students could no longer be excluded and had to be included in everything that went on during the school day. So most likely, if most of you asked your parents, none of them would know if there was students, or even if there could have been students who were in their school at the time. So, therefore, our generation gets to be the lucky ones. We get to be the ones that make the change for everyone else.
Hi, I'm John C. McGinley. I'm an ambassador for the National Down Syndrome Society, and today I'm joining up with the Special Olympics to bring you a message that's very important to me. As Dr. Cox on Scrubs, you've heard me call JD many different names over the years. Patricia, Pam, Helen, Billy, Nicole, Deb, Nancy, Kathleen, Mary, Loretta, and Grace. But one name you've never heard me use is retard or retarded. Words are powerful. Hearing the R word makes people with intellectual disabilities and those who love them feel like less valued members of humanity. That's why we're asking you to help spread the word to end the R word. Join the campaign and make your pledge. It's time to respect and value people with intellectual disabilities. It's time to end the R word.
So as you can see, there are celebrities and other people that are supporting this movement. For all of you Glee fans out there, even though Sue was quite mean, she's never called Becky retarded. Using the word retard has always been close to my heart. When I was 3, my brother was born. And by my standards, he was normal, but by many of your standards, he probably wouldn't be. He has Down syndrome. Growing up, my family got the funny looks, and more times than I can count, I've heard the word retard. Now, I cringe as a teenager, as an adult, high school student, all parts of my life. I've cringed when I heard the people say retarded, because I know what it means. I know the hurt that it causes to people around me. Now I understand that most people don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if most of you had never known about the medical term, that these words that we talked about earlier would be medical terms. So I understand, but my goal is to educate people so that they know that there are better words to use when talking about people and not using the word retarded. My hope is that people will recognize and understand the impact of the words that they use. As John C. McGinley said in that video that we just watched, using the word retarded impacts families so that it hurts their siblings or sons or daughters, or just maybe your friends, so that they feel like they're less important than everyone else. What if you had a best friend and everyone in the whole world was calling them retarded, or another word that we talked about, like an idiot? Suddenly, you start to take that word, whatever it might be, as personal, and you would feel hurt every time that you heard it. Isaac is probably one of my best friends. We have more than just a brother and sister relationship. We've learned to honor one another no matter what happens. So although he's different, I couldn't imagine my life without him. He's been a major blessing to my family. So although I can't change the impression or the way that you express your ideas, I want you to understand and be educated about the words that you use and how they affect everyone around us. So I would consider that you give a person who faces a challenge the respect that they deserve.
Man, I just thought it was so retarded, man. kidding, man? Don't waste my time. It was retarded.
I can't believe he gave me a D on that paper. He's so retarded.
Asked her out right in front of her. She said no. It was so retarded.
Now today, I want to encourage every single one of you to spread the word, to end the word, and educate those around us about the impact of the words that they use. My hope is that in the future, every single person will get the respect that they deserve.